If you've never been to a real estate conference, I want you to understand why you must start going to them. I just got back from SquadUp Summit, and it's been a complete game changer. SquadUp Summit is hosted by Morby, Jamil, Damji, and Josiah Grimes. They were able to get 3,000 plus people in one single room to learn, grow in their real estate journey and their businesses. So with now consistent, persistent action, I was able to go to SquadUp Summit this year, 2025. But about 2 years ago, I went to my first conference ever. It was called Fun Lunch. I was really inspired to go there because I saw Pace there. And since he's helped me close a few deals, I thought I would invest in myself to go see him and go see the great speakers at this conference, because we were learning about hedge funds, investing in multifamily, and different things. I had his book, Wealth Without Cash. So got that signed, I was reading it, and it really helped me grow my business. The reason I went to SquadUp Summit was to help the people within the community and help myself. So we are working on wholesaling and buying and holding. So now there might be some different people who are doing wholesaling as well. So we would collaborate with them and help JV on deals to negotiate the deals, find buyers, underwrite, or potentially buy them to fix and flip or rent them out. Creating relationships in a room of 3,000 plus people at SquadUp Summit was a game changer. This is pretty much where people from the sub 2 community, and then you got Jamil Damji's Astro community with a lot of wholesalers, and combining them up with the speakers' audiences to be attracting the right crowd for you to make the right connections to create long-term relationships and do business with. I brought out my entire team to SquadUp Summit because they wanted this phenomenal immersion experience as well. This was their first time being at a conference, so they really were excited to go, especially as a team, collaborating, networking with that amount of people. It gave them a ton of energy, excitement, growth to actually maximize relationships and believe in themselves more, take in the knowledge so they can start amplifying their career. Since most of the people on my team are pretty young, they are really ambitious and pushing forward with finding new deals from JV partners or just making new friends who are like-minded and want to grow. So is another phenomenal thing when you're at these networking events. There's so many relationships where whether you find them directly or you get a referral to another person later on, it is endless. So how you can maximize on actually utilizing these relationships, what I noticed is not a lot of people actually follow up with the people they met. Calling these people, texting them a few days after and trying to setting an actual calendar appointment, building a relationship, seeing where you can provide value long term and short term, where it will be a huge benefit. I know you guys might be thinking, well, this event costs money. Wow, so this event costs money, it might be $1,000 for the ticket and travel and different things. But if you actually put in the work by watching YouTube videos or going in a free community to network at the beginning, you can build up some money to get to that point. Which is why I've created this free course where I actually dropped it at SquadUp Summit to help more people, where you can become a better connector. To be a better connector, you got to know how to utilize those relationships. So that's what we're able to provide value to people on. So you want to figure out how you can contribute and how people can contribute to you. It is a go back and forth game on how to help these relationships last long term. With the speakers at the event, it could really change your life because they had a really phenomenal set of speakers, but it's going to change every year. But I got a lot of value out of it. So there were a few different speakers. Cody Sanchez, David Goggins, Tim Story, and then there was even phenomenal people who are actually in our community, Sub 2 and Owners Club. So Owners Club is something Pace and Jamil released last year at the previous SquadUp Summit, where he's amplifying the people within the community to become speakers and lead the stages. So people can actually take the next steps in their journey to grow and amplify their skills by having a Mount Everest. So by having a Mount Everest is having that 5-year goal or 1-year goal and having a bunch of mini Everest that lead to one big goal. So that's what was really dove deep into on this event, because he wants you to help build your story, build your vision, so you can conquer these mountains and move them. It may be a small or a big one, but you have to start with that goal and know where you're heading and have clarity. You got to take massive imperfect action so you're able to have success at these events and in your life. So with these Mount Everest, you got to know if you're doing wholesaling, buying and holding, lending. It could be anything. But you have to move from stop working in the business to working on the business, where you can have a team of people helping you do the great things you want to accomplish. At this event, I got to share my experience by being of value to the audience as well. On the final day, at the ending seminar, we did a round table. At this round table, we got to answer any questions that people in the audience had. People were moving around from different round table to round table. There was about 30 different people or 40 hosting great valuable stuff from wholesaling to buying to affiliate marketing and more, for you to be able to ask anything you ever wanted in different parts of the industry, for you to be able to gain that clarity on your Mount Everest. So I got to share my experience on real estate wholesaling and answer questions from how to market, how to underwrite these deals, or how to do acquisitions. We did get to film that, and you'll be able to see some more of that soon, but it was a phenomenal experience to be able to push some of the things I'm doing and be able to get other people to take action and grow their business. With phenomenal events like SquadUp Summit, I highly recommend going to them, but you need to have clarity on where you're going, or maybe you'll find the clarity while at these events, because there's 3,000 people. You think someone hasn't been where you were at before? You just have to know that you may be worse off than some other people, and the people who are better off will reach up and pull you back up to where you're trying to go. So keep taking action on whatever you're doing now, but keep on getting more clarity for you to amplify that and move towards your Mount Everest. So we'll see you at SquadUp Summit next year. We started to actually decide to host our own event. We're going to be hosting a workshop from June 7th and 8th for you to scale your wholesaling business.